Good morning. This is your host, Miss B, and thank you for tuning in to Mystic Peace Podcast. Today, I have a special guest for you all. Like, I know that you all are going to find her just as special as I do. Her name is Ashley Campbell. Please follow her on her social media networks. That's Facebook and Instagram. That is Ashley Campbell. And I'm going to let Ashley introduce herself before I tell you about all the great things. Go ahead, Ashley.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ashley Campbell, and I'm joining Miss B on her podcast.
Thank you, Ashley. I have watched Ashley over the years raise three beautiful young kids. She has two sons and one daughter. Well, I've watched her do it by herself. And not only does Ashley, is she a single parent and an awesome parent, but she does take time to pour into the community and give back to those who are in need. And when I saw her and I saw her story and I said, this is someone, her story has to be told. I feel as though her story can help a lot of people out there, not just single mothers, but parents of the world, period. So that is why I chose Miss Campbell to be on the show today. So Ashley, if you would please, do you want to share a little bit about what you do?
Sure. Of course, my name is Ashley. I have three children, as Miss B said. I have a daughter named Keyshawn, an oldest son named Kevion, and a young son named Keon. And I am a single mother. I take that with grace, not bitterness. It's not easy raising three children in this world, but it's fair. And we just find our way with each other. Maybe I parent a little different than others, but it works for me. So I'm just here for a little bit, encouraging words to others.
I like your outlook on that. You said it isn't easy, but it is fair. I like your outlook on that. And not only is Ashley raising three beautiful kids, her daughter has her own lip gloss line. Ashley, do you want to tell us about it?
Yes, my daughter is 16 years old. She does have her own lip gloss line. She attends school over here in Irving, Texas. She was just, had a lot of time on her hands. She see how hard I work. I'm also an entrepreneur myself. So she wanted to do something that she can make money on her own and just have her own money instead of working for someone. So she came up with the lip gloss line, and she's doing very well.
You want to tell us the name of the lip gloss line so that we can have our listeners support?
Yes, her lip gloss line is Lips by Keyshawn. You can go to her website, which is lipsbykeyshawn.com.
And y'all, it is amazing customer service, awesome shipping, and just a great product. I'm wearing some right now. And when I say that it is moisture in it, it is moisture. So y'all, please support. Thank you, Ashley. And so you said you're an entrepreneur as well?
Yes, I decided 5 years ago. I'm a CNA, but I decided about 5 years ago that I wanted to work for myself, doing the same thing that I do for like corporations or nursing homes or something. So I went out and did the license or whatever, and did me a profile on care.com, and got all these different invitations to come out and work with the elderly by myself. So I've been doing that for 5 years. I've been with this family for 5 consistent years, and I enjoy doing. That's what I do. So I enjoy doing it. Yes.
Congratulations on just taking that step and just owning your own business. I see that you are a helper, but I mean, it's in your heart, it's in your profession. So I admire that. And also, Ashley has 2 young sons. I've noticed that one of them, this is his sophomore year in college, upcoming. And
yes, upcoming. Yes.
Your younger son, they're both into basketball, right?
Yes, the youngest one is into football and basketball. The oldest is just strictly basketball, and this will be his first year playing at Howard Payne University.
Wow.
College, yes.
Congratulations to you, Mom. You've done it. That's amazing. I mean, like, how does it feel? Like, you have 2 young men and 1 daughter. How does it feel? Like, you're almost there.
I'm almost there. It feels great. I didn't have, as a child growing up, I didn't have the opportunities that my children had. Of course, I was adopted by my godmother. She was an elderly lady. Um, so I just didn't have the opportunities. I didn't have anyone pushing me for college. I didn't have anyone pushing me, just the regular things in life to know and understand. So I wanted to parent my children a little different. Let them know the world is yours. You can take it. You can grab it. We're going to have some failures. We're going to fall, but I'm always here. So it's a blessing for my son to go to college. He's the first male in my family. The first male.
Wow. That is amazing. Ashley, that is something you need to pat yourself on the back daily and just smile about that, because I know that that's not easy. That has to be a challenge. And I too grew up with a single mom, and she was a single mom of two. And I think that's why, looking at you and seeing all that you do, I'm just like, wow, like the strength in you. I so admire that. And I appreciate that. So, college. So, what has been the most rewarding feeling for you as a mom?
The most rewarding feeling as a mom is to see them soar in everything that they do. They are young people. They always misjudge themselves. They always, pulling themselves here and there. I guess it's peer pressure because of social media.
Mm-hmm.
And just to see them overcome the little things that they go through. Me and my children have very open relationships. I call it getting down in their culture with them. I know
Yes.
they're rappers. I know the way they like to dress. I know, the type of foods that's that's everybody eating. It's just getting down in their culture and see them soar. My son graduated last year. That was the biggest thing in my entire life, was to see him walk the stage and just be like, we did it. And then to turn around and complete his first year of college. Super amazing.
Wow. Just listening to you, I can hear the joy in your voice. Like, that is amazing. So
Yes.
that is a great rewarding feeling. And so what has been, would you say, if you've had any challenges, because people often assume that challenges come with being a single parent or being a mother or just parenting, period. So I don't want to just assume that. So I want to ask first, have there been any challenges with being a single mother or parenting?
Yes, it comes with a lot of challenges. Just parenting, period, comes with challenges. So being a single parent, a mother of boys, I never played basketball. I never played football, but I was always open. I worked 12-hour shifts. I would get off at night. My son would have a game, and he, didn't do so well. He'll beat up on himself. I'll get in the car, take him to the court, 9:30 at night, put on my shorts and my tennis shoes, and we go at it. What I'm doing, passing you the ball, standing under the goal. It's just a lot of struggles with that, explaining, hey, I'm not your father or I'm not a man, but I understand. Telling my daughter, you're beautiful, you're pretty, you can do anything. They need that from, both parents, but we're going to work with this one we have. We're not going to dwell on the next person. We're going to dwell on what we have going on and make it work. That's all.
Yeah, I like that positive attitude, just focusing on the positive and what you can do with the resources you have. And I really appreciate that, Ashley. That's some good parenting, because, there's not a book on how to be a good parent or how to be the best parent you can be. So we often learn through life and our own personal experiences. So I think that's pretty amazing, Ashley. I do want to get into how, if any, so the social events that are happening today, have they affected you?
And affecting me in like a bad or a good way. Of course, we're African American, and like I said, having sons and my daughter, which my daughter is very in tune with the African American community. She always want to help. She want to go to a HBCU. Just being African American. I have to tell them, my son, he drives. I have to tell him, just in case you get pulled over, this is how you approach the police. He's very respectful, But we be aware of everything that's going on. That's it.
And that's all we can do, is be aware. I know for me, it has created so much anxiety, and I don't even have children, but right now I'm like, I don't want any children right now because of what is going on. Like the pressures of having to teach your child police may be a threat, or it's just having to explain that, and it's like
Yes.
wow, and not
And
knowing.
yes.
Go
So,
ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My oldest son, he's very, I call him, he's very diverse. So he tells them that he has to, approach things differently,
Right.
so he's very understanding. So I'm happy and grateful for that.
And I'm sure he got that from you, that sense of awareness and being understanding. So that's an amazing trait to have, especially in today's time. And in today's time, I can just only imagine the anxiety building around that, Ashley, the social issues going around in the world today. But not only that, again, just being a parent of young black men and women. So I would like for you to just shed some light on how are you able to maintain your peace? Like, how?
How is I travel, but of course I haven't been able to travel a lot during these times that we're having. But just riding down the street by myself or taking a walk at the track. Um, just sit in my room, cleaning up, singing old songs. I spend a lot of time with my children because I feel like I miss a lot of time as well. I work a lot. But when I'm spending time with them, laughing and having fun, that's like therapy to me. That's like mental therapy to me. And if I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed with them, I let them know, hey, I'm going to go out for a little bit. And they be like, okay, Mom, you can go out for a little bit. And that's how I just keep my mental peace. Church, music, things like that.
Come on now. Okay, I love how you worded that when you said mental therapy, just spending time with your kids. Because I know a lot of parents out there feel that sense of guilt because they have to work and they have to spend so much time away from their kids. But just having the time that you do spend with them, getting that time and enjoying that time and embracing that time, I like how you worded that. That is mental therapy. That is the most important time, as long as you're able to spend time with them. So I like how you worded that. And your time, I mean, how the juggling, how are you able to manage it? Because like you said, you are busy. How are you able to manage all of this?
See, sometimes, well, like I said earlier, I work for myself, so I have a flexible schedule. Most of the time I work from 9 a.m. to 9:30. But like if they have activities or they have to be somewhere, I'm usually taking off, leaving at 5. But like I said, when my oldest son is home, he takes them and pick them up for me. He's my little helper. So we kind of all just work together. I explained to my kids years ago that I told my oldest son, you're the wheels of the car. I'm the motor of the car. I told my daughter, she's the doors. And I told my other son, I told them, if one of us not working, that means the car is not going. So we all have to work together in order for the car to move. And ever since then, we just work together. If I'm absent from the home, Keyshawn makes the meals. If the other two have to go somewhere, Kevion takes them. So we all just work together.
I like that you are teaching them fundamental values that need to be taught in many homes, like togetherness. And that's what family is. We do it together. That's the support. We support one another. When one is down, we bring in that support, the others up, the others there to help. I love those fundamentals that you are putting into place. Ashley, I really need to know, like, sincerely. I mean, I know this is an interview and all, but I really need to know, where does your strength come from?
Well, I'm a believer, and the only thing I can think of is, my mom is deceased, my father is deceased. So I just feel like all my strength comes from heaven up above, God, my parents. I'm trying to make them proud. That's the way I put it in my mind. So I just feel like they keep giving me enough strength to wake up in the morning and do it all over again.
Ashley, wow.
Yes.
That
Yes.
right there, that is a testimony and a story to be told. Wow.
Yes.
That is some strength there. I mean, I just, being a mother and raising kids and not having your mother here, that is something that my mom went through. And I mean, the strength that came from her raising two young girls on her own. Like, that's why I admire single parents so much, because I know it isn't easy. I know my mom worked a 12-hour shift, but she still found time to make a hot meal for us and pour into us and tell us education is important. She still pushed us. So, Ashley, I want you to keep going, keep striving. If no one has ever told you today or in today, this day, you are an amazing woman, an amazing mother, friend. I mean, the way you pour into your community. I saw you on your social media network maybe a couple years ago. I think it was you and your daughter. You were going into the store, and then you saw a homeless person sitting there. And you all stopped what you were doing to make sure that person had food and I think shoes. And just to see that act of kindness, and I was like, wow, we need more people in the world like her. And I just really wanted you to share your story, because I know that it can help a lot of people out there. There are some people out there that right now they just don't know where to pull strength from. You know, COVID has affected so many lives, has impacted our jobs, our careers, our loved ones. And I know it's difficult right now for them to find strength somewhere. So if you had one word of advice to give to those out there who may be feeling like there's no more strength in them, what would that be?
It couldn't be one word, but I'm going to say this. Sometimes we have to dust ourselves off, look in the mirror, and look in the mirror at yourself and say, hey, I need to get up, get going again, keep pushing, keep moving, keep praying. I have to see what the end is going to be. I have to see what tomorrow is going to bring me. Those are the words I use every single day. Those are the words I use for my friends, my peers. When they call me and they're going through stuff, that's the things I tell them. Keep pushing, keep praying, keep moving. You will get results, and great results, if we do that.
Thank you, Ashley, for those positive words of affirmation. Keep going, y'all. Keep pushing. You heard it from a strong woman herself. If you do those things, greatness will come. And again, follow Ashley on her social media networks at Ashley Campbell. That is Facebook and Instagram. And Ashley, I want to thank you sincerely for even volunteering to do this interview with me and just to share your story with the world. I sincerely appreciate it. We here at Mystic Peace sincerely appreciate you. And thank you all for joining us today. Please follow us at www.mysticpeacepodcast.com or on all of our social media networks. That's Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter. We are there. But before we close, Ashley, is there anything else you would like to say or share?
No, thank you for inviting me. I really have enjoyed this time. Thank you.
Thank you.